Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Broadcasting from the Holzer Studios, taking local healthcare to the next level. We are Southeast Ohio's hometown rock station. Q Rock 105 WXDQ Athens, USA, a total media station.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like a quarterback throwing to the open receiver or the point guard making the perfect pass. It feels good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Shawna Stump is here at Athens to help you select the right protection at the right price. Shawna will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Shawna Stump, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call Shawna when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Leg 2 of our high school basketball doubleheader this evening. In case you missed us over on WATH, the Trimble girls were able to take down the Nelsonville-York girls by the score of 62-27. And now the boys will take center stage. It's high school basketball. It's live on WXTQ. We appreciate y'all who are still listening. What a game over at the Convocation Center earlier this evening. Bobcats with a big-time victory at home as they take down Buffalo by double digits. Big-time win for that program. And as you can tell, it is loud in Buchtel. The Pet Band is here bringing the energy, and we are going to bring it as well for what should be a good matchup between two schools that battle over the hill here in Southeast Ohio. I'm Ethan Sargent. I've got a running mate here for this second game. Dylan Bly is back. Welcome back to our airways. Happy New Year, Dylan. What are we expecting in this one? Two teams that I think are still trying to kind of find consistency a little bit as we get into 2026.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, Happy New Year to you too, Ethan. Very glad to be back in Southeast Ohio for the second half of a fantastic season thus far. Looking ahead at this evening's matchup, Nelsonville-York ends this contest at 5-5. The Trimble Tomcats are 5-8. Trimble's only conference win came in yesterday's game versus Federal Hocking, a team by only 5 points.
It was a very tight game.
65-60 victory.
Yep.
However, that is the same team that Nelsonville-York defeated on December 6th by 18 points. From the Nelsonville-York side of things, they've played 10 games so far. This is the first rematch they've had on the calendar this year. Their first matchup against the Tomcats were at Trimble on December 20th. They defeated them 62-51. So this will be the first time that head coach Blaine Gabriel will have to be looking back through a lot of the team film from the opponent they just played not that long ago. A little bit of interesting matchups here. Nelsonville-York should have a little bit in my more strong, more complete, and full effect. Deck almost at max capacity. This is going to be a very tough crowd if Trimble wants to come away here. It is going to be an uphill battle.
There is a good amount of red and white as well. The Gloucester faithful traveled well, and we expect a good game. Let's get real starters. I'll start with the visitors, which are the Trimble Tomcats. A little bit of a different starting lineup to the one we saw yesterday. Caleb Cahill will get the start over Paul Sharp. With the exception of that, it is the same lineup that we saw in yesterday's matchup. As they took down Federal Hocking 65-60. Aaron Taylor is the new head coach for the Tomcats, back in the saddle once more. It is Caleb Cahill who gets start, had some nice points in that win yesterday for Trimble. Luke Osborne, who went nuclear in that second half of the Tomcats yesterday. Brady J6, who is the star of this squad. Hunter Brandenberry as well for Trimble. And Dirk Walton, the forward, bringing the size that they're going to need today against this physical Nelsonville-York team. Why don't you take it away, and bring us the starters for the Buckeyes.
Absolutely. Starting at the first position, we have number 10, the senior Grant Elliott. Number 12, the junior Cameron Sullivan. The third spot, number 21, the junior Gavin Levy. Number 23, the sophomore Champ Schultz. And rounding them out, the big man himself, the senior number 34, Bean Martin. In his previous game, the last Nelsonville-York game that I saw was when they were at Alexander not that long ago. Bean Martin was an absolute presence down in the paint. I'm not one to make predictions, but I would say if Trimble wants to have any sort of success, they're going to definitely have to keep number 34.
It was interesting on Tuesday night because we didn't see a lot of Bean Martin in that game against Athens. I don't know if it was injuries or if it was, we really don't know. He just did not play a lot in that game, and Athens thrived off of that because it was a great battle between Sullivan and then Zachariah Mullins for the Bulldogs, and Mullins got his, right? He scored 21 points in that game, so it'll be very interesting to see how Bean Martin plays today and if he plays. And then, of course, the big injury news for the Buckeyes, and most people will know about this by now, but for those of you who don't, star senior Alec Thompson sustained a biceps injury while training. We don't know the full extent of the injury, but we do know that it is going to keep him out for the majority of the season, if not the full season. So we're hoping for a speedy recovery for a dynamic athlete in Alec Thompson. He's still over there with his teammates, just wearing street clothes, helping his team get ready for tip here inside the gymnasium in Buchtel. As we are just about ready to get things going, we're going to step aside for the anthem. We'll come back for player intros and get things ready and started in Buchtel. We got TVC basketball, a cross-conference clash between the teams over the hill. It's Nelsonville-York and Trimble. You're listening to Athens County Basketball on Pure Rock 105.
Searching for a trusted and
At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
If you can tell me the best place in town to get pops, chips, candy, sports drinks, and a lot more.
Stop and Cop?
That's right! Stop and Cop drive-through carry-out is the best place to get party stuff. Munchies, all kinds of pops and sodas.
Excuse me?
Candies galore, chips, sports drinks.
Excuse me?
Yes, what is it?
What about my money?
What money?
Something $1 million.
Can't remember how much, huh? Stop and Cop drive-through carry-out, 362 Richland Avenue, Athens. Proud supporter of high school sports.
I got a little too overzealous with the popcorn there. I took a bite. Thought we might be able to get back before the commercial. Spoiler alert, we didn't.
No problem. I don't blame you. Popcorn's pretty tasty here.
Oh, it's great. And they do a great job with it here in Booktown. Popcorn's down. Let's play some basketball. We're introducing the starting lineups here. We just did that. So let's talk a little bit about the keys to tonight's matchup. Trimble yesterday, we saw they had that game wrapped up, right? They were up by 13 points with 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. But Federal Hocking mounted a serious comeback. They had a shot with 20 seconds left to tie the game that came up short. So how could Trimble be a little bit better, do you think, tonight, as opposed to the Buckeyes as the lights go out here inside the arena?
Honestly, I think the one key that Trimble needs to focus on, not only are they going to be facing a very raucous crowd, which will make the stadium pulse phenomenally hard for them. I think the main key for them is to be able to keep their stamina pretty consistent. You don't want to start off too hot and then not have enough gas left in the tank to finish it off. I wasn't at the game yesterday, but from what I looked up on the notes previously, it looked like they couldn't quite finish out the way they'd wanted to with that big lead that close to the end of the contest. So making sure that they have enough gas in the tank to finish the journey is going to be the most important thing for the Trimble Tomcats here tonight. As for the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes, they're one of the more complete teams that I've seen in the TVC Ohio or Hocking division for that matter. They've got a lot of depth not only in the starting lineup but on the bench also. As you mentioned, with the bicep injury to star senior Alec Thompson, they're going to have to reach into their bag to get a little bit creative and kind of go a little bit outside of their usual game plan. So it's going to be a bit of an uncomfortable journey. Not exactly what the players or the fans here are necessarily used to, but I think if they can make those proper adjustments, if they can utilize all the men they have on the court and on the bench, it's going to be a pretty well-rounded matchup, I will say.
I expect it to be a great matchup here. Trimble trying to sustain the momentum from yesterday. Nelsonville-York trying to sustain their momentum. This is the first time they've played since we had that great matchup with them on Tuesday night against the Athens Bulldogs. What a great game that was. As we get set for action here in Ben Wagner Gymnasium, as you might have heard on the PA, it's rivalry day. Let's play a rivalry matchup. Nelsonville-York and Trimble. It's the Buckeyes who control the tip, and we are underway inside Ben Wagner. It'll be the Buckeyes who get things rolling here on offense. We know how capable this squad is at scoring in bunches, led by this guy, Gavin Levy, who had himself a night against Athens. 26 points in the victory. He came alive in that second half. And the three there comes up just short. Rebound goes to Brady J6. Trimble in their all-red uniforms. Nelsonville-York in the all-white. This is Luke Osborne, steps aside for three, no good. Rebound is secured by Champ Schultz. Quickly up the floor to Elliott, who had some key moments in that game against the Bulldogs, as he couldn't get that one to Sullivan. This is a long three from Champ Schultz, and that is drilled. First point of the game to the Buckeyes.
Very good court awareness there from Nelsonville-York. Around the perimeter, they took advantage of a missed opportunity and made the most of it.
They absolutely did. As Trimble goes back to work on offense, J6 wants to respond, and he does. Long three-pointer from Brady J6. He's fired up. Inside now, Buckeyes going back to work. This is Grant Elliott for three. That's good. Three straight made threes in this one. Two for the Buckeyes, one for the Tomcats. And the threes are raining early here. Was in fact a rainy day in Athens. That would make sense. J6 tried the extra pass there, looking for Dirk Walton. That didn't go away. Doesn't quite go for Levy, but luckily for him, Champ Schultz is right underneath the basket to clean things up. And now we got a steal by Martin. 3-on-1 opportunity And Schultz can't get that one to roll, and he grabs his own rebound, gets it in the foul for the Buckeyes. Unbelievable start. They've scored 10 points in the opening 2 minutes. They got a chance to make it 11. We're going to get a timeout, Trimble. 30 seconds. We'll exhale. What a start from Nelsonville-York. You're listening to Athens County Basketball on Pure Rock 105.
The Uptown Clinic powered by Holzer is located at 5 North Court Street in Athens.
At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And
foul trouble, so they need to keep an eye on that, make sure they're not making those mistakes again. Here's Elliott, who had that three-pointer earlier. It's been the champ Schultz so far. Try saying that 3 times fast as he gets the ball inside once again. Now to Levy. That's what I think is so difficult to stop about this Buckeye team, as there goes right to perfect example of what I was about to talk about. So many different players can beat you on any given night. On Tuesday night, we saw Gavin Levy go have a big game, and Cam Sullivan. Tonight, Champ Schultz has 7 already. So that's where this Buckeye team is just so lethal. As now Trimble have their work cut out to try and get back into this one. Brady J6 into the corner. Brandeberry for 3. That rattles down. Big time 3 needed there for the Tomcats. Hunter Brandeberry is able to supply it.
Nice work getting the separation there, finding the man on the outer part of the wing. Excellent job.
Elliott with a long 2 that rattles out. J6 now is going to try and slash on the hoop. Had it poked away briefly by Schultz. Eventually it gets to Osborne. Osborne into the corner for Brandeberry. And it goes back to Osborne at the top of the key. Reset the offense for the Tomcats.
That errant pass there from Osborne to Brandeberry.
J6 for 3, no good. Rebounds over Brandeberry's head and goes to Elliott.
Probably should have been a turnover there on that last pass from Osborne to Brandeberry. A little bit too much force on that.
Nice spin from Champ Schultz. He's feeling it early. As the lead is back up to 8, 14-6. As the Buckeyes have come out firing here in the opening quarter. J6 had it poked away from behind by Martin. Again, talked about how Bean Martin really didn't play a lot in that Athens game. It was a little uncharacteristic. He's usually one of the main one of the leading minutes getters on this team. He's 4th in the team in minutes per game. As we do have a substitution for Trimble. Paul Sharp is into the game. He started last night, didn't start tonight. Brandeberry has it again. Here is Sharp. Into the corner for Luke Osborne. Osborne swings it all the way back up top to Brandeberry. J6 thought about the 3. Instead, floats one for 2. Tough shot, doesn't go. Schultz with the rebound. Now on the run out, wide open is Levy, and he gets in on the scoring act for the Buckeyes.
Almost a mini game of hot potato, trying to get that ball across the center stripe. 21 with catching a beautiful tip from, I believe that was Cam Sullivan that did that. This is going to be a kick ball. Looks like we're going to keep possession with the Trimble Tomcats. some of the big things that they've gotten into the hole early here, I mentioned turnovers early on. They weren't really as physical in the first part of the first quarter here. They're definitely noticing a very big tempo
There's a turnover, yeah, and again, here is that tempo, and there's Levy cherry picking on the Tomcats. And the Buckeye onslaught is on here in the first quarter. It's 18-6.
Aaron Levy just exposing in the sudden turnover.
For three, needed it, got it. And Luke Osborne, Trimble's only made buckets of the night have been from beyond the arc. Here's Levy for three, respond, no good. Rebound is gonna cannon off sharp to Brandon. Off the ball. A little too cute there. We got a timeout here by Blaine Gabriel to preserve the basketball as Brandenburg couldn't quite get the ball between his leg. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to high school basketball on Pure Rock 105.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like a quarterback throwing to the open receiver or the point guard making the perfect pass.
At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating.
Three, that's no good. Rebound is going to go to Schultz on the offensive boards. Here's Bean Martin on the outside, being defended by J6. Inside, here's Sullivan for three. That's good. Guy known for his three-point shooting, but he does shoot about two a game, and he hits one there.
Also, Cam Sullivan being the quarterback for the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes football team, he knows a thing or two about going yard with the ball in his hand.
You're exactly right. What a talented player he is on the court and on the gridiron. Buckeyes regional runners-up this year in football, losing to eventual state finalists in the Wheelersburg Pirates. This Buckeye basketball team, you get the feeling they're just starting to round into gear. They had some losses early in the year I think they would want back. As J6 cuts inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Sullivan. He gets it quickly up the floor. Nice pass by Levy, right up and in by Elliott. This Buckeye offense is clicking right now.
They're looking way too comfortable. A lot of Harlem Globetrotter style passes, a little bit of sky hook action. They're definitely having a lot of fun out here early on in the game.
Cade Burba is into the game now for Trimble. We're going to get a foul here. It's going to be on Schultz. Probably the first mistake Champ Schultz has made all day. He's been phenomenal. He's got 9 points already. 23-9 is the score here in this one. Osborne's open in the corner. He'll put up the three. That's off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound to Sharp. He jumps in. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Sullivan.
It's a very admirable effort snaking through the Buckeye defense there. Couldn't quite get the finish on that all the way.
Inside to Sullivan. Sullivan bouncing off and scoring. Sullivan just too physical right now, and it's a 25-point quarter from Nelsonville-York. Just an onslaught at the moment.
Yeah, these 5-on-5 matchups currently, Nelsonville-York definitely outsizes Trimble when it comes to size. A lot of the
and it's
Buckeye
this
players
pace
out
that's
there.
just been killing Trimble right now. Inside, easy for Schultz. 27 points in the quarter, 11 for Champ Schultz. And the Buckeyes are on a heater at the moment.
They're making this look too easy in front of a raucous home crowd.
Osborne with a long three, no good. Rebound goes to Burba. Burba back to Jacek. Jacek cutting inside, slash to the hoop. That's no good. Osborne gets the rebound. He puts the floater up, no good again. Nice rebound by Jacek. He still can't get it to go. Another forward by Burba, and this time we get a foul. Great effort by Trimble on the boards, 1.9 to go, and Cade Burba is going to go to the line. The junior forward for a couple of last-second free throws here in the first quarter.
Definitely feel like one or two of those shots from Trimble should have gone in, but that's just the luck of the draw in basketball. Hopefully a chance to redeem themselves at the stripe.
He does get the first free throw. It's a 17-point advantage for the Buckeyes at the moment. They're shooting the lights out. We'll see if they can make any magic happen here. Burba's second free throw, no good. Martin is just going to hold it. Not trying to do anything silly there at the end of the first quarter. And that will bring it to a close. What an onslaught from the Buckeyes in that first quarter. 27 points as they look to try and put some breathing room between themselves and the Tomcats. 27-10. We'll head to the second. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Searching for a trusted and dependable HVAC company who will answer your call and provide top-notch customer service? Air Claws Heating and Cooling Systems are your locally owned and operated HVAC experts. In business for 30 years and
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by...
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
And I've noticed he was running the show offensively. He made a lot of the early threes that were keeping them somewhat alive. Reminded me kind of a one-man band, but he didn't have any headliners to open for him. So ultimately, all that music's died down from the perspective of the
Second, we'll need a couple of those other Tomcats to get into the second quarter. Basics will squeeze into the corner. J6 3. Yes. J6 drills the three to get back to a 12-point game. Trimble has hit 4 threes in this matchup. Have to keep playing defense if they want to get back into this one. Here is Sullivan being fed by Trimble. Back to Lady inside. A little bit of a size advantage on Brandenberry. And the rebound goes to Schultz after the big shot. Here's Elliott for 3. That's no good. Rebound Brandenberry. Steal on the front court takes advantage. It was Stevie Blair who comes in off the bench who got the steal, and Martin is able to put up the free bucket for 2.
Most of the mistakes that Nelsonville-York were capitalizing on in that first quarter had to do a lot with the size differential. We're looking at the 5 players out there. Nelsonville-York has almost all of the 5 Trimble players beat, both in height, weight, and probably strength. A lot of these fellas in orange and brown players are showing here tonight.
A lot of these are parts of this football. As we get a timeout here for Nelsonville-York. As we get it 29-15 as well. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Stick and shake, stick and shake, 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 stick and shake, shake and shake, shake, shake.
Hold up. Can't we just tell folks that milkshakes are half off 2 to 4 Monday through Friday at Steak and Shake in Athens?
Nope. Stick and shake, 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 shake.
Well, how about we just tell them they can crush those late night munchies at Steak and Shake on East State Street?
Negative, Ghost Rider. Stick and shake, stick and shake, 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 stick and shake.
Back here inside the gym in Buckle. Dean Martin into the corner. Free, no good. Rebound by Sullivan. Sullivan long side kicks out to Elliott. Elliott gonna slash inside for 2. Get it in. Elliott, who had the big moments in that against Athens 7 tonight, and he's had a chance for 8 at the line.
One thing on a strength from Trimble's end when it comes to defensive board shot. Buckeyes able to it's a little effortless for them to get a quick up shot. Trimble's been very much a ball phone, which is funny for the Tomcats. Get board trying to go get them start as that
throws. So good. Out. And this is out wide open. Money. Drilling shot from the arc and they inching closer. Is right now they slow down on the other side.
As I alluded to earlier, Osborne one-man is running this game for the Tomcats. He's going to need his other space to
yes. Buckeyes go work inside, spinning inside is Sullivan. That one was no good.
Sullivan had that spin move beat. He had a wide open lane. Didn't quite have enough power to that touch there. But not too much of a problem. They're still pretty comfortable lead here. They just got to hang on to it.
Osborne into the corner. This is Sharp for 3. That's no good. Walton's able to fight off a couple of Buckeyes and kick it out to Osborne. So a bonus possession for Trimble. Osborne's got to get rid of it. He does. Caleb Cahoe, who hit some big shots last night for the Tomcats. Here's Sharp in the left elbow. This is J6. He'll pull up, long 2, that rattles down. 11-point lead for the Buckeyes. Trimble starting to find their footing offensively. 31-20.
Something that Trimble's going to have to look for the rest of this matchup. Shouldn't rely too much on shooting outside from the perimeter. One of the only shots that I believe we've seen thus far that wasn't a three-point attempt or make from the Tomcats. Going to have to utilize a lot more of that if they want to stay competitive.
As Walton falls over, he kind of took Elliott with him, and then the rebound is no good on the shot from Blair, and we get a foul on Martin.
I think Osborne had him beat off the edge there, trying to cross over the center stripe. Martin's size and physicality couldn't quite match up as he's going to go off to the bench, take a quick little breather, and we're going to have number 11, Colin McKinley.
Colin McKinney, who's one of the better players on the JV team that we saw play right before this. He does get some minutes on varsity. Him and Blair both play on the JV squad. They'll play the full game for JV, and then they'll get their minutes. They're both in the game right now. Here's Osborne. Gets it back to Walton. Walton to the opposite quarterback. Both quarterbacks for these respective teams in the game. Of course, J6 used to be the quarterback for Trimble before he focused on the hoops, and Sharp took over for him this year, led Trimble to a very respectable 7-5 record. They did win a playoff game. Back inside, putting that one up, no good. And he was fouled in the process, was Levy, who does not have, or has 4 points today. Again, he went for 26 in the last matchup the Buckeyes played. He'll go to the line for 2. Here's the first one, and that is good. Wonder if we could see that take potentially on that last one, because he did a really good job at getting to the hoop. And second one rattles down and in. Good job there from Levy to hit both his free throws, back to a 13-point advantage. 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go in this second quarter. Osborne calling out a play. Screen by J6, and it's going to be a foul on Levy, I believe, trying to keep up with. That is his first foul, trying to keep up with J6 there.
I tell you what, Nelsonville-York definitely not giving an inch of room for Trimble. They're making the few opportunities that they're trying to make for themselves very hard to become a tangible reality.
Absolutely. Sharp, that was a tough shot. J6 able to get the rebound, put it up and in. Again, there's just no quitting Brady J6. He gets that. He had no right to get that rebound. He found a way to get it. Now Elliott straight to the cup. That's another tough board, this time by Sullivan. And he gets it going on the offensive side.
And the person Sullivan to get that board and get put back under the J6 just had, I say, a phenomenal finish over here. He grabbed it, stepped along the baseline, and kind of shot backwards above his head.
Going for an alley-oop, and J6 was fouled. Osborne put that one up to try and get J6 to the cup, and J6, again, one of the more athletic players on the court. And they got McKinney on that foul.
Almost looked like the shot I was just describing a few moments ago, heading right at a miracle heave, but he's going to get a chance to redeem himself at the stripe here.
First free throw is good. J6 into double digits already, 11 points. And Kinney will check out. Bean Martin will check back in for Nelsonville-York. 2:33 to go in this first half.
From the Buckeye side, we haven't really seen a whole lot of Kent Schultz in the second quarter. I mentioned in the first quarter. He was out there on the court for, I believe, a couple seconds. He's been sitting on the bench getting a little bit time to cool off.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's the fouls that are keeping him out right now. That's a good play by Burba, who's able to rip it away. I think he had those two quick fire fouls. You really don't want to pick up that third before the end of the half. Osborne inside, lost the basketball. Levy picks it back up. And that's also, it speaks to the depth of this Nelsonville-York squad that Schultz, who had played so well early in this game. As there's a nice shimmy by Levy to get away. J6 able to dive into the bench, trying to keep it in. Just lost out on it.
No, definitely. Nelsonville-York is, as we mentioned earlier in this broadcast, one of the few teams in either TVC region that can afford to put one of their star or co-star players on the bench and let some of the other guys get a little bit of breathing room. They're a very versatile squad, as we've seen a lot of presence on the perimeter and in the paint for a lot of different players. We're in a lot of different numbers tonight for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and they've spread out the scoring a good amount as well. Schultz is leading the way in the double digits right now, but a couple of Buckeyes are more than carrying the load as well. Cam Sullivan's got 9. Grant Elliott's got 7, and then we get a foul here. If this is on Osborne, it's a third. Well, they don't get it on Osborne. They get it on Sharp. That's his first. Osborne definitely has to be careful. He had 4 fouls for a long period of yesterday's game, very nearly fouled out.
Yeah, Osborne's definitely the oil that's keeping this motor running.
Inside goes Martin. That looked like it could have been a foul, but their ref deemed not enough contact to the arm. J6 going up the court. You know how much he loves to slash inside the paint. This is Osborne. He'll pull up. Long 2. Just doesn't rattle down.
Something supernatural did not want that shot to go down. That definitely should have been.
It was about 80% down. You're right, and it just didn't go. Levy puts that one up. No good. Rebound's going to go to Walton. He just dumps it off to Sharp. Sharp trying to go coast to coast. Nice finish. Paul Sharp brings it back to a single-digit game. Here's a steal from J6. He puts up a 3. That doesn't go. And the Buckeyes regain control. Now they've got tempo, and they throw it out of bounds. Again, the Buckeyes scored 27 points in the first quarter, and they've only scored 8 in the second. So some real adjustments made by Trimble. And they've gotten right back into this game. All of a sudden, it's a single-digit game again. It looked like they were about to get ran out of the gym. And all of a sudden, it's a ball game once more. The Tomcats are showing some heart.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't chalk this up to the Buckeyes getting too comfortable. Trimble has decided to wake up from their hibernation, and they're starting to show their claws.
21 seconds. Let's see if Trimble holds for the final shot here. I think I would if I were the Tomcats. Worst case, 9-point lead. No shot clock. 12 seconds to go in this opening half of play. J6 had to get rid of it. Sharp will pull for three and get it. Paul Sharp drills the three. 3 seconds. Enough time. Elliott puts a shot up that was honestly a little early. He probably had some more time. And all of a sudden, Trimble responds in the second quarter, and they bring it back to a 6-point game. And just like that, we have a ball game once again here inside Glenn Wagner Gymnasium. We'll step aside here, and we'll come back, break down a little bit of what we saw in that first half, as well as preview the second. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week. I'm
Well, Floor, we've been together a long time, but lately you've been looking a little tired.
Tired, kid. I've survived coffee spills, muddy boots, and that tap dancing phase of yours. What did you expect?
I know, but the neighbors just redid theirs, and it's got me thinking maybe it's time for a little upgrade.
Upgrade? After all we've been through?
Relax. I'm calling Carpet One Floor More. They've got quality flooring for any budget, and they even do carpet cleaning and restorations. Maybe you'll come out looking brand new.
All right, then. Tell Carpet One Floor More to come on over. I want to look good for them neighbors.
The Uptown Clinic powered by Holzer is located at 5 North Court Street in Athens. Nurse practitioner Amy Ward and staff provide walk-in urgent care services, on-site lab testing, primary care services, and much more. If you're on your way to work, class, or back home and need care, stop by the Holzer Uptown Clinic, conveniently located for Ohio University students, staff, and families. That's the Holzer Uptown Clinic at 5 North Court Street in Athens.
Roving reporter here. Excuse me, ma'am. I'll give you $14,934,386.83 if you can tell me the best place in town to get pops, chips, candy, sports drinks, and a lot more.
Stop and Come?
That's right! Stop and Come drive-through carryout is the best place to get party stuff, munchies, all kinds of pops and sodas.
Excuse me?
Candies galore, chips, sports drinks.
Excuse me?
Yes, what is it?
What about my money?
What money?
Something $1 million.
Can't remember how much, huh? Stop and Come drive-through carryout.
Need reliable heating and cooling? Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
Big threes for Brady J6, for Paul Sharp, and from Hunter Brandenberry, and all of a sudden, the Trimble Tomcats are within 6 at the halftime locker room. 35-29 is the score. Dylan, you got some stats, you got some observations from that first half. What'd you make of the opening 2 quarters?
Yeah, so the main observation that I'm making, I'll start with the Trimble Tomcats. Definitely, as I alluded to at the start of the second quarter, Luke Osborne is definitely arguably the one-man band here for the Trimble Tomcats. Obviously, Brady Jasix leading the scorers with 12 points, but Osborne, to me, has shown a lot of very valiant, versatile effort. He's been going out beyond the perimeter. He's been getting up, trying to get a lot of the boards, even when they're being outbodied by a lot of the physical and beefy Buckeye players. Definitely showing a lot of heart here. If I were Coach Tabler, the two takeaways that I would be telling my Tomcats at halftime would be to be smart with the ball on your offensive possessions. A lot of the errors they made during the first quarter were off of errant passes, a little bit too high lobs, passes that probably weren't fundamentally secure, especially that early on, which is what got them into such a large hole at the first media timeout. And they're putting a little bit too much trust in the perimeter. Obviously, I believe it was the first 4 or 5 baskets that the Tomcats made were three-point shots, although they went in. It took them a little bit of time. I don't have the exact number of what their team shooting percentage is, but they haven't really been relying a lot on the paint, except when they have had wide open lanes where players such as Paul Sharp and Hunter Brandenberry have been really cutting, slicing, and dicing through wide open lanes there. So they kind of have to be a little bit more wary of the court, spreading out where they are offensively. And for the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes, what's really stood out to me the most is 3 players, number 34, Bean Martin, 12, Cameron Sullivan, and 21, Gavin Levy, have been absolute paint generals. Not all of them have had all of their paints come from putbacks or layups, but they have been dominating the paint like they work for Sherwin-Williams, I'll tell you that much. They are absolutely out-muscling, out-physicaling a lot of the Trimble Tomcats, trying to get defensive boards. They're just running the show inside of the paint. So Nelsonville-York's got to make sure that they keep the paint on lockdown on the offensive rebound end. But the big thing that if I were Coach Blaine Gabriel, I would be telling my Buckeyes at halftime, ignore what's up on that scoreboard. You're going into another half of basketball. It is 0-0 as far as they care. Sure, they were up by 17 in the first quarter, only leading by 6 at the halftime. They just need to keep their head down, keep their foot on that gas pedal, and most importantly, don't underestimate Trimble. A lot of what we saw from Nelsonville-York early on, they were starting to make a lot of, not really flashy passes, but they were definitely getting very comfortable with their rhythm, with their style. That wasn't necessarily leading to their downfall, but they were kind of had like a Harlem Globetrotter energy. They were just
they were stretching the court a lot, and it was causing Trimble a lot of issues because they would just be basically an open Buckeye on every quick out. Absolutely. Trimble made the adjustments, and you have to give Coach Tabler a hat tip here because he did a really good job at adjusting the defense on the backside to eliminate those mistakes. So
definitely, and it's not Nelsonville-York's fault for playing too weak. They just can't underestimate because there's still another half left of ball to be played here. Obviously, they've got the home crowd advantage here, the pet band keeping the fans lively. It's a Saturday night. Everybody's feeling all right. It's time to go out and disco, I'd say.
It is. This is going to be a fun second half, especially if Trimble can keep up that pace that they showed at the end of the second quarter. We'll step aside. Second half action coming up next. You're listening to High School Basketball on Pure Rock 105.
Searching for a trusted and dependable HVAC company who will answer your call and provide top-notch customer service? Air Claws Heating and Cooling Systems are your locally owned and operated
Need reliable heating and cooling? Air Claws Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Air Claws, comfort you can count on. At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
Care providers so that we can take care of our shared community of people that need support.
We've grown exponentially, and I really see the next 5 to 10 years being a similar story.
The opportunities are endless.
Back inside the arena in Buchner, it's Ben Wagner Gymnasium. And it is the Buckeyes and the Tomcats, two teams always going to battle. This is a tough shot from Levy that rolls off the rim. J6 keeps it in, but can't find a Tomcat. It rolls out of bounds as he tried to soar to keep that one afloat. Second quarter was dominated by Trimble after the Buckeyes came out firing. Buckeyes put up 27 points in the first quarter, just 8 in the second. Trimble put up 10. And then 18, or 19, I should say. And just like that, it's a 6-point game. Trimble trailed by as much as 18 points. This is a long two from Elliott. That's good.
Nelsonville-York getting right back into their offensive bag. Not really missing a step from their earlier onslaught, I would say.
Nice kick out there from J6. Here's Walton inside, back to J6. J6 got 3 Buckeyes around him. This is a 3 from Burberry that doesn't go, or excuse me, Brandenberry that doesn't go in. And then Walton under the basket is fouled, and that's Schultz who picks up a third instantly. He didn't play much in that second quarter because of the fouls, and now he instantly picks up a third foul.
And I believe he's the Buckeyes' leading scorer through the first 2 quarters.
He is, even though he didn't play much at all in the second quarter.
A couple of them have 9 points, but Schultz is leading the way in points and in fouls, and I believe he's going to come over to the bench either to have a word with Coach Gabriel.
I think he's staying in the game for now, but
looks
got to
like
be careful. Walton misses both of them. Rebound it's going to bounce out to Brandenberry.
Martin had that.
Let's get it back. He did
Martin
have
had
it.
that in his hands. He just couldn't hold on to
Brandenberry's
it.
3 is no good. This time Sullivan secures the rebound. Grant Elliott back to Levy, who passed up the screen of Sullivan. Back to Levy. Levy to Schultz. Schultz all the way in the corner to Elliott. Martin back to Elliott. Elliott's got some room. He'll pull from 3. No good. Rebound tipped out by Schultz right into the arms of Derek Walton. And the Tomcats could get their offense going once again. They trail by just 8, 37-29.
Definitely going back to what I was mentioning in the pregame show, Trimble's going to face a long uphill battle. They can't put a whole lot of gas behind them in the tank. They still got to save a little bit for the remainder of the game.
J6 can't get that one after soaring to the hoop. Got the offensive rebound off of Brandenberry, missed 3. Now quickly up the floor, Levy fakes the 3. Now he'll put it up for 2 and drill it. Lead back to double digits. Buckeyes up 4-0 here in this third quarter. They're up 39-29 in the game. 6:03 to go in this quarter.
Far too easy. 4 of the 5 players out on the court right now for Nelsonville-York are above or just about at 10 points each. So definitely going back to a lot of the versatility that we were talking about from this impressive
Inside, Walton can't get that one to go. Sullivan's able to get it out quickly. Here comes that pace again for the Buckeyes, and there is the bucket from Walton. We're going to get a timeout for Trimble. Buckeyes looking a little bit more like what they want to look like in this second half. 41-29. We'll step aside after the timeout. Full timeout. You're listening to High School Basketball on Pure Rock 105.
Need reliable heating and cooling? Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
Well, the Buckeyes looking a little bit more like their first quarter selves. Trimble will try to get back into this one. They trail by 12 after trailing by 6 at the half. Here's Osborne for a 3. That's no good. Trimble still hasn't made a field goal in this second half. That one bounces away from Walton into the corner for Caleb Cahoe. And Cahoe inside to Walton. Walton tried the backdoor feed to Osborne. It didn't go. Here's Elliott on the run out. He's able to pick it up and put it in.
Incredible pass there from Levy, threading the needle in between two Trimble defenders. Looked like something you'd see on Friday nights in the fall. Incredible movement there.
Osborne with another 3. This one is no good again. And there's Sullivan looking like the quarterback we know he is, and a nice block by Sharp on the backside.
Trimble definitely not really learning from a lot of the mistakes that they've been making. Still a little bit too much trust in the perimeter from what we've been seeing.
Here's a 3 from Martin that rattles in and out. And Osborne's able to pick up the rebound. He'll have a run-out opportunity, and he nicely stops on a dime and is able to evade the rapidly incoming Sullivan. Now Schultz with a nice take and the foul. Champ Schultz saw that in the first quarter plenty. He's got 13. We got 3 Buckeyes in double digits. Elliott, Sullivan, and Schultz.
Very high-paced sequence there.
Excuse me, it's not Sullivan, it's Levy. Sullivan is 1 point off of being in double digits. Levy's got a 10-point game right now. Sullivan's got 9.
Heck of an effort there from Osborne, almost limboing under an oncoming bull rush from Bean Martin, I believe it was, training right down the tracks at him, but Nelsonville-York putting up the and 1 to really extend their lead here.
J6 had that tipped away. Again, Trimble trailed it by just 6 at the half. And now the Buckeyes have extended it via an 11-2 run, or excuse me, an 11-3 run to start this third quarter, all the way out to a bigger lead, 15 to be exact. That one is no good from J6. Walton spinning inside, dumps it to J6. He lost it. It's still being fought for. There's a cradle of bodies.
Almost like
I
a
think
rugby scrum.
Yeah, it was. They're going to say that Trimble called a timeout, and they're going to give the Tomcats the basketball. We'll step aside. Trimble with work to do. 4:07 to go in this third quarter. You're listening to the Pure Rock 105 Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Discover your future at Tri-County Career Center, where students earn industry-recognized credentials in fields like nursing, HVAC, networking, and welding. Dive into a
Need reliable heating and cooling? Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver in-person training school in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call
Neighbor State Farm is there.
Trimble getting things back going inside with Burba. Tough shot, doesn't go down. Rebound Sullivan. He quickly gets it up the floor to Grant Elliott. Inside, Schultz slashing to the cup. And he's got 16 points. And the Buckeyes have really found their footing here in this third quarter after the Tomcats countered with a nice counter punch in that second. Just 2 points in this quarter for Trimble. And Osborne can't get that one to go down.
Impressive sequence there. I've been keeping track. There have been a total of 9 rebounds thus far combined in the third quarter. All 9 of them split between 2 players. For Trimble, number 30, Dirk Walton, has an impressive 4. Nelsonville-York, though, Cameron Sullivan racking up all 5 of the defensive boards when it's mattered most for the Buckeyes, getting their offensive spark back in full cylinder again.
Inside to Sullivan, trying to use that big frame, and he does. Now he's into double digits, and 4 of the 5 starters for the Buckeyes are into double digits. As Brandenberry will try to get Trimble back in this game. This looked like it could be there for the Tomcats at halftime, but the Buckeyes have come out a different team in this second half and have really pulled away here in this third quarter. Burba lost that one. Elliott lost it to Cahill. Cahill, long 2, that rattles down. First field goal of the half for the Tomcats with a lot of it left to go. Sullivan able to somehow keep that in despite his momentum. Very much going the other way. Sullivan inside. He'll float one for 2. That's no good. Rebound to Schultz, and 1 again. His 3rd and 1 of the game. And Champ Schultz has got 18 points.
None of that would have been possible had it not been for the heroics of Cameron Sullivan, almost putting his body out on the line in kind of a precarious looking situation. Was kind of falling out towards the baseline, heaved it inbounds with his left hand. I forget who was over on the far side. It might have been Gavin Levy, I believe it was, to catch that with one hand. Saved it from going out of bounds a second time. So 2 very close calls, almost reckless turnovers as that bucket falls in for Champ Schultz. 19 on the night for number 23.
Absolutely, as there's another long 3 that goes. That was Brandenberry. I thought it was Brandenberry. That is a nice shot. Sullivan is going to get called for the offensive foul. And the Tomcats need to try and get some positive momentum heading into this final quarter. There's 2 minutes to go still in this third quarter. And I think we need a little bit of a stain cleanup here, as there was some collisions down on the floor there.
Where are the mop boys from OU when you need them?
Yeah.
Convo traveling over. Yeah, no, this has definitely been a very different brand of basketball that we've been seeing almost quarter by quarter. The first, second, and third quarter both had a lot of the same fundamentals for both teams. Trimble focusing a lot on that perimeter shooting. At Nelsonville-York, a lot of the versatility. But the way that we've seen this game be put together piece by piece is nothing short of a Pablo Picasso level beautiful painting all around.
As there's a long 3, no good. Rebound Brandenberry. He'll step back, fake the shot. Now we'll get it to J6. Under 2 minutes to play. J6 inside to Walton. Nice pass to Brandenberry. Tough shot, gets it to go. Trimble's offense coming alive here in the last couple minutes of this quarter. Will it be too little too late? As they now trail by 15, 53-38, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Levy. As Osborne takes the charge. I believe it was Blaine Gabriel is not happy on the side.
I believe it was Tahoe. Had his feet planted very firm, very proper, as Levy's going to head down to the bench and get.
Yeah, he's getting
a little bit of an earful from Coach Gabriel.
We'll call it constructive criticism. As inside goes Walton. That was a stumble that didn't quite go his way. Martin just holds the ball up now. And the Buckeyes will go back to work on offense. 1:13 to go. That one's cut back out to Sullivan. That's going to be a defensive foul. That one could have been a charge, potentially.
I think that back judge was hesitating a little bit whether
they do call an offensive. It was this near side official didn't call it offensive. The far side one did. And I guess the far side one won that debate.
And the third official over on the far side of the center stripe was hesitating of whether to point left or right.
Yeah.
A lot of confusion between all three of the judges.
A little bit confusing. Inside go the Tomcats. Got to try and maybe put some buckets, string a couple bucks together. A three would help. That one's no good from Randaberry. Rebound goes to the Buckeyes. Here's Elliott in the corner for three. That's no good. Bracix with a soaring rebound. Jasek slicing inside. Somehow he kept the basketball. Floater no good off back bumper. Kicks it out. Osborne driving back inside. Osborne for the two. Gets it to roll in.
Trimble is definitely starting to turn the lights on when it comes to getting offensive and defensive boards. They've definitely been very complete, very all-around from not just the central player, Dirk Walton, who's been very heavy physical in the paint. A lot of the other Tomcats are really stepping up.
10 seconds to go. Don't think the Buckeyes are in any sort of hurry here, as they probably try and hold for the final shot. 3 seconds. There's Elliott for three. That is money. Grant Elliott has been huge for the Buckeyes today. He's got 14 points. And the lead is 16 as we head to the final frame into the fourth quarter. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Searching for a trusted and dependable HVAC company who will answer.
Reliable heating and cooling. Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Careers.
In the gymnasium here at Nelsonville-York, 56-40, wide open ball game, very similar to what we saw in the first quarter, a 16-point margin of a lead here for the home Buckeyes, as we are live from Nelsonville-York. It is Saturday night. A little bit of an SNL homage. Not quite the same type of product, but with the live studio audience we've been having, can't really tell the difference.
Saturday night hoops. You're exactly right. Always good to get these packed gym here, like we've talked about. It is a great atmosphere inside of Ben Wagner Gymnasium.
Definitely. One of the key standout statistics that really popped out to me from that third quarter there. Number 12, Cameron Sullivan, 6 rebounds alone in the third quarter. I didn't keep track of his total in the first or second quarter, but I believe he's starting to get close to double-double territory.
And Jasek soars to the cup. It almost serves as a pass as he hits it off the backboard. Osborne was there all alone behind. He's got 12. Now 3 Trimble scores in double digits. Osborne, J6, as well as Hunter Brandenberry. And we're going to get a timeout here for the Buckeyes. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Steak and shake, steak and shake, 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 steak and shake, shake and shake, shake, shake.
Hold up. Can't we just tell folks that milkshakes are half off 2 to 4 Monday through Friday at Steak and Shake in Athens?
Nope. Steak and shake, shake, shake.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill.
The most fun that Tad has at work is recording those ad reads. I really think that. He loves him. And we appreciate Tad. He was on the call yesterday for that Athens-Alexander matchup. Him and Eric Wilson had the call. That was a good one.
Definitely the go-to guy at Total Media for all things Nelsonville-York Buckeyes related.
Oh, yeah. A record holder. Still listed in the Nelsonville-York record books. Hit the longest field goal in the history of Nelsonville-York football. So we appreciate Tad. He is a great commentator. When we get to have him on, always does a lot for Total Media. This is going to be on the floor.
There's a lot to unpack there. The attempted 3 ball from Osborne wasn't good, but just before that, attempted 3 from Brady J6, and before that, on the near end to us, Bean Martin went up for what looked like a surefire, easy layup. J6 got so much air on that, jumped up to swat that ball out of the air, as the 3 attempt from J6 that time around is good. Trimble's showing a lot more fight here in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely have to have these threes, but you can't give them up. And Levy, whoa, what do we got here?
Looks like an off-ball foul, I believe.
Oh, no, they're just saying it was a 2-pointer, not a 3-pointer. It was a foot on the line. Good spot by the official, so he'll just send it back. It's a 58-45 game instead of 59.
Telescopic vision there from the far side. Love to see it.
Osborne all the way out. Cahill in the corner. That's long. Rebound Brandenberry. A lot of offensive boards on both sides in this game. Brandenberry trying to find some help. Gets it in the form of Osborne. Slicing inside. Almost walked. Gets it to Jacek. He goes behind the back. Now cutting inside. Jump step to the hoop. Beautiful from Brady J6.
That was a bit of a Ferris wheel type Steph Curry ball movement there from Osborne. He jumped up towards the basket, went counterclockwise, and instead of putting up the shot, ended up going cross-body in the wing there.
Ball movement the other way as Nelsonville-York respond. Bean Martin, beautiful assist, and Sullivan, his easiest 2-pointer of the night. Walton will spin and pull on the mid-range. That's no good. Nelsonville-York controls with Levy. Levy spinning by a couple defenders, and we're going to get a timeout. Blaine Gabriel's not happy about something. We're going to step aside as Blaine Gabriel lets his team know about it. We're watching high school basketball. You're listening to it on Pure Rock 105.
Well, Floor.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver In-Person Training School in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste.
As the Buckeyes looking to put this one away, 60-47. We did see Federal Hocking from a very similar kind of game spot that this one is in come back against Trimble. We'll see if the Tomcats can maybe flip the script tonight. As Elliott gets it in the right corner, kicks it all the way out to Sullivan. Sullivan to Martin. He'll put up the 3. That is cash. Ian Martin hasn't exactly stuffed the stat sheet today, but he has made some big-time plays, including that 3-pointer, and now he has the interception on the backside. Elliott's going to have to hustle to keep this one in, and he can't quite do it. Does that take a deflection? No, it does not.
A little bit too much power. Just a little bit too much power there from Bean Martin. He was a little bit too excited with himself after getting the killer 3-pointer and then getting the interception. The hype got a little bit too much to his head, but have no fear, 63-47. As we got Sullivan on the
turnover. Here is Sullivan with the easy lay. And it's an 18-point lead with 4:39 to play. And the Tomcats really need to get something going. A 3 for Brandenberry would help, and that is money. Brandenberry's hit 3 threes today. He's got 13 points. Quickly ahead to Levy. He gets it. Wanted a foul. Didn't get the call. Didn't matter. He scored it anyway. Now J6 will pull from 3. That's no good. Rebound Sullivan. He'll throw this up the floor. There were 2 Buckeyes in the area. Now Martin will pull for the 2. Doesn't get it. 67-50 the score here.
Amidst all that, a funny number madness taking over this gymnasium here.
Yeah, there is a lot of
hand waving
and yelling. I actually saw somebody earlier today wearing a shirt that said 6'7".
I saw that too.
That's where we've gotten to.
It was
I
like
suppose.
a pink bedazzled shirt. I
yes.
Wonder which major retail chain thought that was a smart idea to sell that.
Some of them, I suppose. Now quickly up the floor. Buckeyes trying to end the number madness, and they will, courtesy of Grant Elliott, as it goes up and over. 69-50.
Nice touches there. Absolutely beautiful movement. We've had a lot of fast-paced action in the last.
And that pace picked back up again from
the
Buckeyes that we saw in that first quarter that enabled them to take such a big lead. And now Osborne's going to commit the foul on the ensuing rebound attempt.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, though, Ethan. You definitely can't say that Trimble has laid down not enough fight. We've seen, or I personally have seen, a lot more scrappy aggression from these Trimble Tomcats on both sides of the ball in the third and fourth quarter alone than I have any of the earlier game. They're really getting back into it, but is it too little too late?
It might just be, unfortunately. They might just run out of clock. That's good defense from Osborne as Schultz, who does have to be careful. He does have the 4 fouls right now. He stayed on the floor. No real foul trouble right now for the Tomcats. Osborne has 3. Nobody else has more than 2. J6 gonna dribble inside. Couldn't quite get rid of it to Sharp. Instead, he kicks it to Osborne for the 3. That's no good. And now we're gonna get a foul under the basket on the Tomcats. They're gonna get it on Sharp. That'll be his second foul.
Definitely reaching into the versatility here. Coach Blaine Gabriel not afraid to utilize most of his. I believe we've seen all but like 1 or 2 players.
You know who we have not seen today is Weston Wheaton. He is not on the bench. He is not in uniform. He struggled a little bit against Athens. He is not in this game for Nelsonville-York. That is not something we know about. We don't know about any sort of injury or. But he is not playing in this game. He is not on the bench either. Schultz takes a seat now, and Stevie Blair checks back in.
Good chance that may be the last we've seen of Champ Schultz with 4 fouls, 19 points.
Yeah, very, very much a candidate for player of the game. It will be a tough one to call. Here's Martin trying to make a late push for it. That's no good. Gets his own rebound and scores. What an effort from Bean Martin.
As big as he is, where in the world did he even come from? He appeared out of nowhere as that one is thrown away just off the fingertips of Caleb Cajo. Bean Martin came in like a freight train at midnight, absolutely unseen force of nature to get that putback, extend this lead 71-50 in favor of the home Buckeyes.
We will step aside. Buckeyes inching closer to a victory here at home in Ben Wagner Gymnasium. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure 105.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver in-person training school in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
As the Buckeyes try to get things right, Levy looks a little, I don't know, ginger potentially. He takes a seat on the bench. Schultz comes right back in. Don't want to risk anything, especially when you've got the lead that you do at the moment. Buckeyes control with 2:40 to play. They've lead it by 21, 71-50. It's been a little bit of a back and forth game. The Buckeyes came out swinging. Tomcats really came back in that second quarter there. Sullivan put it up no good. Schultz can't get it. Burba's able to secure the rebound, and smartly Schultz pulled back there. Very well could have committed that fifth foul. Inside, Osborne was looking for Burba. That was no good. Elliott's got a run out, and he missed the layup. Back the other way go the Tomcats.
That was an easy steal from Cameron Sullivan on the Trimble end of the court, but not quite anything to show
Here's
for
Cahill for three. Didn't quite grab it right. Short. Now this is quickly up the floor, back and forth, and one pass too many. Somehow that pass got kept in.
Oh, my.
Somehow the,
wow.
I mean, the three is short, but what an effort by Elliott to keep that in somehow.
If that three-pointer would have been good, the roof of this place would have absolutely exploded.
Right.
That was...
Now I think Schultz might have taken a knee, maybe a knee-on-knee there potentially, or...
Sports Center top 10 moment for sure. That was absolutely incredible, as I believe Schultz, he's picked up his fifth foul, it looks like.
Did they call that a foul? Yes, they did. Champ Schultz done for the game. Very good performance regardless. 18 points for him. He will hit the bench. Trimble also bringing a couple of fresh faces onto the court. Sam Everett is on the floor, as is Aiden Dixon. This is Hunter Bykovsky.
Schultz has had a grand finale there, like a 4th of July fireworks show. Absolutely incredible stuff
Quickly
there.
up the floor go the Buckeyes, and Elliott lays it in for two. Grant Elliott with 18 points. He's another one that'll be heavily up for consideration here. We got a tough choice to make here for player of the game because a number of Buckeyes have made their case. Sullivan, Levy, Schultz.
Dean Martin also.
Martin also with some important contributions. He takes a seat here. And Caden Schultz now, the younger brother of Champ, will check into the game. Cam Sullivan also exits to a nice round of applause. He had himself a nice game. Quite possibly a double-double for him. We'll have to verify after the game if he did that.
Decisions. About 4 players fighting for the fabric here of player of the game.
Yes, we do have a prize for player of the game now. I hope, you'll have to find out. You'll have to win the award to figure out what it is, as Grant Elliott hits a Heisman pose there. Inside to McKinney, back to Elliott. And he looks to his coach to see if he wants to just run the clock out. I think he wants to run one more play here. Inside to Elliott. Here's McKinney. He puts up the three. That's good.
Awesome stuff there.
That's Colin McKinney with the three.
Letting freedom ring like the Liberty Bell. Nelsonville-York at 76 on the evening. Gavin Levy picks up the board, and I think that will just about wrap it up on hard court action here.
Yes,
from
it will.
Nelsonville-York.
Buckeyes, after some pushing and shoving, are able to get it done. The arena here in Bookdale. Crowd rises to its feet, and the Buckeyes get the job done. 76-50, the final score here inside the arena in Bookdale. We'll wrap things up when we come back. Dylan's going to go verify some stats, and we'll have a player of the game when we return. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Discover your future at Tri-County Career Center, where students earn industry-recognized credentials in fields like nursing, HVAC, networking, and welding.
Be reliable heating and cooling. Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Learn to drive with confidence at Legacy Driver in-person training school in Jackson, Ohio. Teen or adult lessons, we have you covered. Call 740-418-0930 for all your driving school needs today.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
Welcome back to the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
In the second, but the Buckeyes were able to pull away in the second half and come out on top. Dylan, you've got some stats, and I'll let you hand out our Player of the Game award after you let us know of some of the big important statistics in this match.
Absolutely. I think when it comes to the Player of the Game award, the candidates for Nelsonville-York, let's call them the four horsemen between, in my opinion, number 12, Cameron Sullivan, 21, Gavin Levy, 23, Champ Schultz, and number 34, Bean Martin. All four of those guys, all of them starters, so they have been here from the start to the very end. They're the ones that I've seen a lot of just incredible effort from. Not to say that everybody else didn't have any good effort, but they made the most of their opportunities. They were having fun with it as early as halfway through the first quarter, so you could definitely tell they were on the same page, clicking in rhythm like they're tuning up a band there. Just very impressive stuff. I was keeping track of the rebounds for the second half. The number that really stands out to me, Cameron Sullivan finished with at least 8 confirmed rebounds in the second half alone. Was not able to verify how many anybody had in the first half. That wasn't being tracked at the scorers table there. But a lot of the Nelsonville-York players finishing with double digits. The only one that really got into a little bit of trouble was Champ Schultz, eventually fouling out after, I believe he had 19 points. Good number of offensive moments there. Just very impressive performances all around. But I got to tell you, I think who I'm going to give the Player of the Game to got to be number 12, Cameron Sullivan. Finishes the night 15 points, 7 rebounds. If I would have kept track of the rebounds in the first half, I would say that's candidate for a double-double performance. Obviously, Champ Schultz, I think, comes close in second at the runner-up. Finished with 11 points after the first quarter. Obviously, Nelsonville-York was up 27-10 at that point. Champ Schultz accounted for almost half of those. Bean Martin, Gavin Levy, Absolutely incredible performances from all of those young men tonight. Real paint generals, a lot of them getting down and dirty, getting physical, a lot of great stuff, getting the ball movement. None of the offensive moments from anybody else would have been possible without the fight in the trenches from those guys. But if I had to pick one of those four for tonight, I think my candidate for player of the game is number 12, Cameron Sullivan, the quarterback for the Nelsonville-York football team, adding another accolade to his hardwood season here.
Absolutely, and this Buckeye team is really rounded into gear, I think, and they're gonna be a big team to keep an eye on here in the second half of conference play. Those games they've got coming up against Megs, as well as some other big matchups. Before we tap things out, let's look at what these two teams have going on. As you can hear the pet band giving us a encore performance here. Coming up for these squads, it's Alexander for the Buckeyes. That's coming up on Tuesday. That's a big game. Remember, Alexander defeated Nelsonville-York in the first matchup those two schools played. Then they've got River Valley coming up next Friday before they take on Miller next week. For the Tomcats of Trimble, they've got some more big matchups coming up as they drop to 5-9 overall. Very difficult matchup coming up for them on Friday against, again, probably the team in the TVC this year, which is the Southern Tornadoes, led by Reed Brininger, who has been just a phenomenal player for them this year. Then they've got Newark Catholic as we, again, get things rolling here. Both of these teams looking to try and keep their momentum going into 2026. Let's bring you the sponsors that help make our show possible here on Pure Rock 105. It's Stop and Cop Integrated Services, the Tri-County Career Center, Shawn and Stubb State Farm, Air Claws Heating and Cooling, Carpet One Floor, and more, Steak and Shake, Holzer Health Systems, and J&K Contracting. We thank all of those sponsors and everybody else who help make our show possible. But that'll do it here from Nelsonville and from Buchtel. We really appreciate everybody who joined us on the program, and thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy some playoff football. It seems like we got a good finish brewing in Carolina right now between the Panthers and the Rams. We'll see who comes out on top tonight, and we'll see if the Chicago Bears can win their first playoff game since fill in the blank.
First one against the Packers, I know, since I believe 1941.
A long time. It's been a long time since they beat the Packers. I remember they lost in that AFC Championship game. The Panthers just blocked a punt right at the end. They're down by 3, so they're going to get the ball with great field position.
I believe I remember seeing earlier this week the Bears are searching for their first playoff win over the Packers since, I want to say, the week after Pearl Harbor, December 14th, 1941. So to say it has been a long, long time since the Bears have reached any sliver of the promised land is definitely an understatement. A lot of great action on the gridiron coming up here, but high school hoops has definitely been a real treat for us in Southeast Ohio.
High school hoops is fun, man, and we're just getting started. We've got some big games coming up this week. I know that's how we'll end things here. Is we'll give you what we've got coming up over the next couple of days. On Monday, we've got a girls matchup, it is a girls matchup. That is Vinton County taking on Alexander. We will be there. That'll be me and you most likely on Monday night. And then we got split coverage on Monday night because there's a huge game over 2 big girls games. We got that game, and then we've got the matchup between the Lancers and the Bulldogs, 2 of the best girls teams in our coverage area. That's a big Monday night on the girls basketball scene. But that'll do it today for our matchups. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. We will see you next week for big time TVC basketball in and around the 740. This has been the Athens County Game of the Week. For Dylan Bly, I'm Ethan Sargent saying so long. Enjoy your weekend. We will see you on Monday night.
Broadcasting from the... Thank you so much for watching the Athens County Game of the Week. Tune in next time where we'll see you on the court.